हाँ
स्टार्टिंग ये जो है
see this engine, the only thing is low RPM you can play.
Yeah.
City में drivability is absolutely wonderful. You can drive on 4
Ganesh.
yes sir
Mr. Rajiv Dubey, President Passenger Car Business Unit, Tata Motors. Mr. C. Ramakrishnan, Vice President, Chairman's Office, Tata Motors. From FIAT, we have Mr. Stefan Ketter, Senior Vice President, Manufacturing, FIAT Group Automobiles, Turin. Mr. Giovanni Di Filippis, Managing Director of FIAT India. I will now take this opportunity to invite Mr. Di Filippis to address the gathering.
Very clear that this is a very special day for us, since a project that we have started quite a long time ago is now coming to the first part of its conclusion. And we are very happy to say that today we are rolling out the new Palio steel. And let's say we have offered all of you the opportunity also to get an understanding and a view of all what is going to be Ranjangaon. Today actually what we are going to have is only a first step of what is a very important project that we are having together with Tata Motors, for which we thank them to be here. And it is clearly only a first step to which many others are going to follow. And to start with what we think is going to be a very long, very
There are floating mics around. For those who want to ask questions, you may please do so immediately.
Yogi Anuman's Business India. So what makes you think that the last time around, when you started manufacturing cars here, you didn't at all work? You're selling something like 4,000 to 5,000 cars a year, if I'm not mistaken. So what makes you think that this time around they'll start doing well?
Can you be a bit clear? Talk into the mic, it's not very clear.
The last time you were making cars in India, I'm talking about the Euro and the Palio, they were only selling 3,000 to 4,000 cars a year. So what makes you think that a large a factory like this, making 75,000 cars, will be occupied fully? What makes you think that you will be able to make and sell the cars this time, which you were not able to do earlier?
Next question.
Setting up a place for manufacturing common rail diesel engines to be used both domestically as well as for the export market, because this is coming up very big in India now, and Europe is a big market for diesel engines. So is that part of the ambitious FIAT Tata Motors plan in India?
I would say that we have no doubt about that. The concept that we are going to have for when we have started this factory is that India for sure is going to be not only interesting as an internal market, which is for sure true, but what we are taking to India is the best of our technology. So you have mentioned our multi-jet engine. Such an engine is considered for sure the best or among the best in the world, and the specification and the quality that we are going to have here in India are the same that we are having also already in our factory in Poland. So what we are going to have here is just some cost advantage on what we have, and we do not see any reason why India is not going to become also very important for us for the export.
Planning not only cars from our side, from FIAT, but also a car or all cars for Tata Motors at that location. So I think that's a very good joint work. So we want to bring our world cars, and Tata is bringing his experience of the market.
So will these cars be branded as Tata Motors cars and sold, or are they going to have a separate product range rolling out of there?
The Tata cars that will be made here will be branded as Tata cars, and FIAT cars will be branded as FIAT cars.
Are these separate cars or?
Addicted to FIAT. Our question is that while the new beginning is happening, very good, we wish all the best. But what happens to those cars which are already on the road and which, in terms of perception, are thought to be poorly maintained in terms of after-sales service?
Thank you for the question. I would assume that I have started answering, mentioning that today we may offer a more extended service network together, basically because of the commercial alliance, which is a part of the alliance with Tata Motors. We can offer all FIAT customers the possibility to be served by a bigger number of shops. So I would say that the situation from now on is going to definitely improve.
Thank you.
Next question.
With Iveco, so if we could have, would those plans involve this plant as well?
The first question is no. We are not sharing the price today. We are reserving for an announcement when we are having the commercial presentation on the forum. We want to leave some suspense also for you.
Well, we are looking at various opportunities, and what the shape it will take is difficult to disclose at this stage.
I'll cover the business. What is your local content for the Palio at the moment? And second question is, when are you launching the Grande Punto and the how soon is that happening?
The local content of the Palio is about 70%, which is going to be significantly increased when the production of engine here in India is going to be completed. Today we are just making some assembly operation for the engines. Concerning the new models, they are expected in 2008, let's say starting from middle 2008.
My question is twofold. Question one is, FIAT plans to break into the top 10 global car manufacturing companies by 2010. That is what is the group head has announced. How significant is Indian market for FIAT to achieve that milestone? The second part of question is that what is FIAT going to do differently than what since 2001? Because Palio was a roaring success, but it could not continue. What are you going to do differently this time? Thank you.
Perhaps to the first question, is India has a great importance in that growth of Fiat. So that's a decision that was also presented in the Investors' Day in last year, end of last year. So the volumes are included in our expansion plan. So India is of course of great importance. The second question.
Let me answer to the second question, which is more related to India. Regarding the approach that we had in 2001, what we have today, you will see that it is completely different. Today we are speaking about models that are going to be almost completely localized, I mean more than 90%. We are having a powertrain unit. So all of this is going to allow us to keep our cost under control. Second, from the commercial point of view, the network that we are going to use is going to be much more strong and very widespread in the country. And the models that we are taking are for sure the best model that we have in our range, the latest and the most sophisticated.
It will be coming out from next year onwards.
Okay, if the questions are over.